Ultra Super Vegito. So I'm on a landscape page. Use a pencil and an eraser for these. Sketch it out lightly. You can always put ink on top of pencil, but you can't erase ink. So pencils first, always. Let's go. Center point of my page is about here. Start a little bit lower than the halfway on this one. That's where I'm going to start anyway. So we're going to start with that typical sort of Dragon Ball frown in the middle of his face. It is covered with his hair, but we'll draw it in and we can erase it afterwards. So let's go. This sort of W frown that Dragon Ball characters have. Like so, just to get us started. Then coming out from here, we have the eyebrows, right? So we got this sort of tick that goes this way. And kind of dips down at the end. And then we give it a square end. And then we go back down towards the center. There. Then we do the same thing on the other side. Check mark or tick back up here. Square end. And then down towards the front. And sometimes they have little lines on the end. Well, I won't do it there because it's covered in hair. They have these little sketchy lines on the end. So in typical Dragon Ball eyes, you have a short line, and then a diagonal long line, and then a curved line that joins them together. Okay? And then his iris, just a skinny half circle underneath the eyebrow, like so. And then we do the same thing over here. Short line, a long line, diagonal. And then you join those together with a curved line down to there. And then we do the skinny half line, so because he's frowning heavy, so it's like you can only see like a little bit of his iris. Like so. So the nose, slightly left of center, curve it down, comes down to a point, like a little hook, sort of going around like that. And then in Dragon Ball, they always draw in the shadow on the side of the nose. There. Sometimes you can see it on the bottom more. You know, it's different each time. So the animators like to draw them different sometimes. So that means you can as well. So don't worry too much about getting it super accurate. But I know some people will. And that's okay. So his mouth, real close to the nose, right? We're just going to start with this flat sort of line, right? But we want to give him this confident smile. So we want to curve it up here at the corner. And a little curve on the other side, right? Like so. And then he has like a line there like that. And then a shadow line under his bottom lip. Hatching lines underneath the eyes. Dragon Ball. Go. Like that. These sort of curved hatching lines just on his cheeks. And he doesn't, it's not drawn in, but we'll give him some frown lines. His brow sort of here. This is under hair, but I'll draw it in anyway just to keep it symmetrical. Right, so then his chin, just below here. Square chin, like that. And then we go for the jaw, so we go this side first, because I'm right-handed and it's easier sometimes. Right, jaw up there, and then jaw up here, like that. And you're about mouth level, see that? Where you stop, and underneath like the corner of his eyes or the corner of his eyebrows. And then the side of his face, you'll change your direction and you'll go up towards the, just beside the eyebrow there. this side as well. Now he's got a big hair spike here, so you can't see much on this side over here. So his ear will come out from here, curve it around, and we might as well do that on this side as well. Like so. And then ear lines inside, so lots of different ways of doing this. Like a letter J sort of thing is the easiest way to start. And then if you want to add more lines, of course, you can do that. And sometimes Dragon Ball do add a lot more lines in their ears. So as I said, he's got two hair spikes coming out from the center of his forehead, right? So we got this kind of like a V here. It's not like perfectly in the center either. It's like a little bit over to the left. And then we have those two hair spikes, right? So one here comes down over his face. So there will be some erasing necessary of anything you draw over. And then there's hair texture lines just underneath that spike. And then the second hair spike comes down this way. Like so. And then some texture lines in under here. Like so. So for his hairline, he kind of got Vegeta's kind of hairline. So it comes out the side, down, around, and you got a sideburn here. And you can only see a tiny bit of it on this side, like this much. That's all. Okay. So the rest of that Super Saiyan hair. So you're thinking candle flame, right? So it kind of like bends out and up to a point at the top. So we're going to start with a small one coming out from his ear. There. You do the same on this side. It doesn't have to be symmetrical, like, and it's not really looking at it. There's some different layers. So there's like a layer, a curved layer coming across here, and then another layer at the back. So we'll go going up this way, right? Another one here, and there's like 3 across here as well. Okay, and then we have the layer at the back. So there's like a big one in the middle. Another one here. And then some smaller ones just in between. Right, like so. And you see that candle flame sort of shape, right? So, and then Dragon Ball characters have texture all over their hair. So for each spike, you just add a couple of these lines. You can add more or less, and you're just following the shape of each hair spike. Right, kind of like that. You could do more or less of that, of course. It's up to you. Right, so arms folded, bit of anatomy, chest muscles, neck, and then folded arms. Right, so neck, real wide, comes out from his earlobes. Pretty close to the earlobes anyway. Like so. And then his chest muscles sort of bump across here. Like so. And then we have neck muscles that go down towards the center of his chest. And Adam's apple. And then like some more neck muscles this way. And then his trapezius. Just going across here. And we got an extra muscle line there and some hatching like that. So his shirt just closes this off. Right, so we got like a t-shirt here. Like that. And then we have the Patora, the earrings, just hanging down this way, right? So hanging on his ear. Down here onto his neck. Just hanging pretty straight down. And I'm going to actually erase that now, just because it'll make it easier to see. So you can probably see those circles a bit better now, and we'll do the other earring on this side. And then they have just these little circles, beads, 2 or 3 of them, hanging down like that. And of course there's the gold top in there, but I gotta wait for my Tipp-Ex to dry before I draw that. So we'll move down and do his gloved hand, right? So we got like a big gloved hand, so it comes across here. And we got a couple of bumps. And then we go to top of his hand, we got a knuckle, another knuckle, and then this goes down behind the other arm. The end of the white glove just here, and then it'll go back up this way. A couple of bumps again for the folds on the glove, and then the palm of his hand folds itself up here and goes behind this glove. Okay, so the other glove is just here. Like so. Okay, so elbows come out from gloves, so well, muscly forearm slash elbows, right? So we got like a muscle bump here, and then the elbow comes out like that, real pointy, and then back in, and then another curved muscle line going into the glove that way. And then there's like some elbow and forearm sort of lines. I think there's a vein there. It's like they painted in a vein, so we have to draw it in. It's kind of like that. And then we'll do forearm on this side. Same sort of shape with the pointy elbow. And then there's some elbow lines and forearm muscle lines and a vein just coming across there. Okay, so rest of the shoulder, so it's all these folding kimono or gi sort of lines. So these 2 bumps and then a big one around his shoulder. One there, and then another one. Say it goes in from behind his hand, and then the inside comes up here. And then around the shoulder there, back down that way, like so. And then we have shoulder muscle inside, back down around the bicep here, and this has like all muscles on muscles. And then his tricep sort of sticks out here and goes back down towards the arm, and then bicep in there, kind of like that. So everything's kind of foreshortened muscle lines. Right, so we'll try and do this over here. So again, bumpy sort of kimono fold lines. And then this goes up, down. The inside of it comes back down to there. And then we have the orange one, up, down again. The inside comes back down to there. like so, and there's all these fold lines and stuff. Chest line there. And then we have big shoulder muscle there. Like so. And then this has deltoid muscles, so you've got like 3 deltoids really. It looks like he has 4. Of course he does. And then bicep that way. And then tricep kind of bumps out twice there. Right, I'll add those lines on the top of the earrings now. And then just the rest of his side body. So it's just these sort of folds down here. And then the orange and blue V this way. And like all these fabric sort of folds going down like so. Right, so if you want aura, we can add aura. Let me see. So it's kind of like a spiky one. But we'll go, I want to add, because he's like super, so I'm going to go like this lightning right first. I'm going to do my own. It's kind of like if it was, it looks golden. There's a couple of different images of this now, but we'll go with this first. So it can be kind of random. Like so, right? And then I'm going to add, do I want to do more than that? Yeah, I think I want to do some like spiking energy, right? So we'll go this way. So just this kind of like spikes going out. And this will all be like glowing yellow and stuff. So we'll do something similar on this side. Right. That's it. Ultra Super Vegito. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.